My name is Ryan Herrera. I'm in Imperial. I've been skateboarding for 10 years, and it's needless to say, it means a lot to me, and I don't know where I'd be without skateboarding, and that obviously goes for a lot of people here tonight. A couple things that I don't think have been mentioned are, I'm not quite aware of the inner workings of local government and all that, but if money is not available, if land were to be donated, there have been instances in San Diego, in San Pedro, and in Portland, Oregon, and in other places where land has been donated by the city, and the local skateboarders have formed a nonprofit organization and designed and built the park themselves on their own time with volunteer work, with volunteer donations, fundraisers, etc., etc. So if money is an issue, and again, I understand that if the whole master plan thing is, skate park is part of a larger whole. But if whatever doesn't go through, there are other ways to get things done. It doesn't always have to be give us X amount of dollars or else no skateboard. There are other ways to do it, more proactive grassroots ways of getting things done. And in light of that, I would also like to propose, again, I don't know the process for doing this, I would like to propose the formation of some kind of skate park committee or council made up of people who actually skateboard. No offense to anybody here, but any park that is going to be built needs to have input from people who are going to be using it. Brawley does have a skate park, but I'm not trying to step on any toes, but it's not fun. The layout it's stale, it's uninteresting, it gets old really quick, and if you build a park that is not fun to ride, people stop going, and you've wasted a lot of time and a lot of money and a lot of land. So that's why skateboarder, bike rider input is so important, so that you have a park that is stimulating and fun and creative and useful, for years and years to come. So that's why I would like to propose some kind of committee or council, so that things, again, to deal with the whole process. Like you said, nothing's going to be decided tonight. So if we can form some kind of group that follows the entire process and tries to get things done, I would really like to see that happen, and I think that would help all of us out a lot if we got organized and just tried to do whatever we can. Thank you.
We want a skate park because I'm tired of going to everywhere and getting arrested. So yeah, all we're asking is a skate park. Yeah, and you don't want us going to pirate places and getting kicked out all the time. So we want a skate park, please. That's all we ask.
Would anyone like to speak on anything other than a skate park? Now, I'm going to suggest this. We're going to take a 3-minute break. Now, we're going to bring it back. I'm going to allow every member here on the commission to make some points. You're going to be making points on the entire draft Master Parks Recreation Plan. So if you don't want to stay, I'm going to give a 3-minute break and you can take off. If not, you can stay and listen. We're not going to take any actions, guys. very happy, of course, to hear from members of the community. I'm sure my council colleagues would very much enjoy if that many people showed up to our budget discussion meetings. But that being said, certainly the fact that we heard from the public is always a benefit. I would hope that we would learn more information from the public on the overall master park plan, and I'm hopeful that we'll hear additional information in the future as we put this plan out to the public for them to dissect. You're not going to do one of these plans every day, so we need to try to encourage as many people to see what the results are. We had a lot of participation in the survey, we had a lot of participation in the community forum that we did, but what we need to make sure is that people see actually what the document is, what the strategy is, because what will invariably happen is we'll approve it at some point down the line here, and somebody come back and say, I don't know anything about that. When did you do that? So I'm going to start over here with the Community Service Commission. I'll ask that we try to keep the comments as brief as possible. Do we have an idea, where are we taking it from this? Just do you have a layout of what the next step would be, just so we have that in mind?
Yes, we are hoping to get some kind of direction, just to make sure that we're going in the right direction. And what we had originally, we're going to do, we're going to pass out just a recommendation and for you to fill out. However, because this is a public meeting with no action taken, we're not doing that. So basically what we're looking for is telling us, going through the priorities and giving us an idea whether this is what you want or should we change our strategy and reprioritize the projects in a different manner. That's the direction that we're looking for.
Everybody go clear on that? Okay, Ms. Dodge, we'll start with you.
Well, first off, I was extremely impressed with the other people that showed up to the park. I can see that being a very high priority for the city. And of course, talking to some of the kids, I guess some of them are looking at 2 acres instead of 1. And one thing, especially since we're on the skate park issue here, I would like to see 2 parks. One of them, more or less, an advanced competition style that you'd see various kids come in. I know it would be huge for people from San Diego, Mexicali coming in. To do actual competitions with large sponsors coming in, and maybe something, a smaller park for those that are younger kids that shouldn't be with the big kids. I don't know how the city feels about that, but apparently they do want 2 acres for that. Another thing I noticed tonight, the Navy is underrepresented, and we definitely need to keep them more involved on stuff that we're doing, and that's kind of easy to rectify, so just let the MWR department know what's going on in the city.
Thank you. Mr. Johnson?
Yeah, I think the highs, mediums, and lows are correct, but I think the tennis courts needs to be in there in the high category.